Good evening, Board Game Geeks. This is Dotty from Summon Games, your resident board game guru for Nerd OD. So I'm bringing you today a Kickstarter exclusive, which it's not even released yet. It's going out on September 3rd and finishes on September 24th. It's created by Spirit House Society. It's designed by a really nice gent called John England. The stunning artwork is done by Adrian Stone, who's done work on Strata and the Drowned Earth. So, with me and a couple of us, me and John and Josh played it the other day. We did a video, we've uploaded it, and there's been a lot of questions saying we didn't understand this, we didn't understand certain bits of the game. So I'm going to quickly go through with it with you all, and hopefully you'll get a better understanding as to how we play it. We did try to explain it as we went along. Basically, you're all cultists. This is the Occult, the card game. You're all cultists and you're trying to summon a monster that's going to wreak havoc in the city above you. The way you play it is you have 5 cards in your hand. At the end of your turn, you draw back up to 5. If you have a monster card in your hand, or many, and it's the beginning of your turn, you play all monster cards in your hand as a bonus action, then you redraw up to 5, and then you take an action. With me so far? Cool. If you draw another monster after that, you have to wait till your next turn to play it. Simple so far. Having a monster in play, let's get my main man, Amarok. Each one has a set ability, which is pretty good, especially if you get Amarok out and you play the thief card. It's brilliant. Amarok will come into play sideways on, showing that he's at stage 1. At the beginning of your turns, this little gent will rotate, and once it hits the 3rd turn, you have successfully summoned your monster and you win the game. Right, so that's one way of winning. Second way of winning is to kill 3 monsters. So this is your summoning circle card. It starts off at 0, and every time you kill a monster, it rotates. Simple as that. So those are the 2 ways of winning. Let me give you a quick rundown of the cards. So we were playing quite a fast-paced game last time. The game is really quick and easy to pick up, which is absolutely brilliant. So, say for instance, we have the Slayer card, which is definitely needed. If I was to play one of these, I get the first ability, which is set a monster back. So, say if my Amarok is on stage 2, he swings back to stage 1, which slows my progress down. Now, if I were to play 3 Slayer cards, I get to slay that monster straight off the bat. Very straightforward, very simple, very easy. Similar with the Dancer. The Dancer, skip next player's turn, or skip the next 2 player's turn. As long as you're playing 3 of the same type, you will gain that secondary ability. What the rules say, it does work in conjunction with the monsters, and there is a monster which will skip the next player's turn. They do stack, so if you play 3 and you're in a 3-player game, the monster will skip the person to your right, the next person, and then it will skip you as well and go to the next player. Fairly straightforward. Now, monster-wise, you are limited to only a few. So, Amarok, Kakol, Jorogumo, Malzana, and Mananangalaga. Probably murderize that name. Each have a unique ability, as I said. which was the one that screwed me over. Marzan. No, it wasn't Marzana. Was it Marzana? Oh yeah, it was Marzana. See, like, she's popped up in the few games I've played, and every time I have a good hand and I'm holding on to at least a banish card, or hand swap, which I absolutely hate. So anyway, now they're the 5 monsters in play that are named. You can summon a different type on some of these cards. They're your action cards. You have the cultist symbol. If you've got 3 cards with this cultist symbol in, you can summon in your own monster. That's during the gameplay. You would have heard us refer to monsters as Fluffy or Stanley, the 5-headed dog. Yeah, it works exactly the same as the monster, but it doesn't have it. You don't use any of the skills. That's why it's got the turn counters on them. So yeah, and they can be killed exactly the same way as any other monster, and do count towards victory points as well. Other than that, you can just straight up banish them, and jobs are good. Now the game is pretty quick. Even in a free player, the game is pretty quick. The monsters recycle through the deck very fast, and there wasn't much waiting around to get a monster out onto the game board. Same with action cards. There's always something to do, unless obviously someone hits you with a dancer card. Then you're pretty much waiting. I'm pretty sure I'm trying to get people together to do like a 5-player game of this, which would be absolutely chaos, because turns don't last long and you don't really have to think. You just have to pay attention to what the person, I think, next to you or opposite you is doing, is the best way to describe it. As long as you keep an eye on all the other players and all the monsters in play, you should prevail. I went with the notion that I thought I could get more monsters. The more monsters I had in play, the easier it would be for me to win. That's not the case. The quickest way to win in this game is to kill. And, well, I want to win by summoning a monster. That was my challenge, and it's still going to be my challenge. I'm not going to be putting this on the shelf that often. I think this is going to come to the table a lot more than I actually thought it would. It is very fast paced, it's quick. It's just a prototype at the minute, so you put together all the creatures of mythology around the world, and that is what the company is aiming for, is to have these monsters in the deck. I don't know how many is going to be in the final product. They have let me know a little secret that there is a first expansion, and the monster mechanics change a little bit. I don't know if I'm allowed to tell you, so I'll let them do that. But when he told me, I was like, okay. So yeah, I'll look forward to that. As for price, we don't know yet. They haven't told me. They've asked like our estimate, and in our review we give an estimate like of what we think it should be worth. But from what I can see so far, the quickness of the game, it's really fast paced, it's chaos. It really doesn't need anything else to it. I always look at a game and think, oh, you could do an avatar, you could do this. I mean, you could do an avatar in this, say you represent the cult of the serpent as one of your players and give them a one-shot unique skill they can use in that round. But no, this game doesn't need it. It'd be nice to have it, but it's not essential to play it. Other than that, yeah, it's out September 3rd of 2019 this year. If you're watching this video any later than that, I do apologise. You're too late. It runs for 21 days, which will end on the 24th. I'll put the links below so you can sign up and you can get talking to the guys. And I hope to see you there during the Kickstarter. I will post the links, as I say, and a few others. Before I go, I've been asked to do a few shout outs on this video as well. So one, obviously, to Spirit House Society. You guys are awesome. This game's going to be fantastic. I probably am going to do a cheeky little pledge on this because I want to see what new things are brought to the table to make this game even more chaotic. I thrive in chaos. Yeah. Who was going to shout out to? Sleight of Hand podcast. Those gents are running a D&D campaign through the podcast at the minute. They want to do a live stream, I'm pretty sure. They want to do video footage and get themselves known and out there, doing one episode a week. I think episode 9 or 10. Give them a good listen. They are quite entertaining, I'm not going to lie. Other than that, guys at NerdOD, thank you very much for all your help. They do assist me in sharing a lot of the content, and I assist them by sharing theirs, and I write blogs for them as well. So come by, have a look. There might be a blog post or a podcast that they're doing that you like. They cover anything geeky and nerdy. Other than that, myself and John are sitting down and having a talk about doing a Dungeons and Dragons campaign or a campaign of some sorts. We'll let you know what we intend to do as soon as we know. I think that's it. So have a good weekend, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Have fun. Good gaming.